What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Red.Beard Outdoors podcast. I'm Jonathan, your host, and here at Red.Beard Outdoors, I talk about faith, family, fitness, and the outdoors. And guys, today being Tinkering Tuesday, we're going to go over some gear that I absolutely love. I've grown to appreciate over the last couple years of running this or using. I had someone call me out on that, saying running versus using. Guys, it's no different to me, running, using, etc. Whatever, it's just part of the verbiage at this point. But I've been using these products for a couple years now, absolutely love them. And now they're a partner of the show. So we're going to get into a new knife that's being launched by Montana Knife Company. You may have seen it by now. It's being spoken about on their Instagram and their Facebook page. And it's up on their website now for you to check out as well. So definitely go do that using the link down below. It helps support the channel when you use the link down below and want to get you guys the most information possible. Now, I don't have all the specs of this knife memorized, so I will be referring to the website on a couple things. But first, I want to talk to you about why I absolutely love this new knife. Before we even get into that, I do want to say, again, thank you to you for listening, for tuning in, whether it be on the YouTube channel, whether it be on the social media platforms, whether it be on the podcast audio only version. All of them, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, take a second, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, follow along on whatever audio only platform you listen to, and leave a review. Helps way more than you know, and that's a free way that you can help support the channel. If you're looking for any kind of gear this season that I've mentioned in past episodes, if you have any questions about it, always feel free to reach out to me, especially on Instagram or via email. I'm always responsive there. If not, definitely go down. If you don't have any questions, go down below and save some money with the partners of the show so I can give back to you with a discount. And you're also supporting us here on the channel as the channel continues to grow. So it's a win-win-win in all cases, guys. Thank you so much for that. Now, let's get into this knife, guys. It's called the Cutbank Paring Knife. Now, I am no chef, so I'm not going to claim to be a chef here, guys. But I will tell you that these kitchen knives, this culinary set from Montana Knife Company, is amazing. And I'll get into maybe some reasons why I was a little skeptical at the beginning, being someone who isn't a chef, someone who's getting into it as I've started working with my Traeger a little bit more, understanding better how to cook. We'll be cooking over the fire here a little bit with a Brio that we just got for our family, a Brio fire pit, smokeless fire pit that you can cook over. Man, it's just, I'm super excited to get into different ways of sharing game meat with my family and just having a better experience overall. And of course, cooking outside is my favorite way to go. With that, for a while, I've been using the chef knife that I have from Montana Knife Company, is the Santoku knife that I will get into a little bit later and explain to you what that is. But this knife showed up in the mail last week. And my other one that I have is all black. And I was a little skeptical about the red and black because you guys know me. I'm more of the gray, this color green, black, and orange. Not much of a red. But, man, this blade right here is gorgeous. And this red and black goes great in the kitchen. Definitely a good addition to the kitchen knife set. So as you can see here, guys, that blade is almost a straight blade. It's not completely flat there on the bottom, but it is more of a flat. And this is a paring knife. So it's super thin profile. Let's see if I can get that lined up here for you guys. The blade thickness is like 0.105. So super, super thin. For reference, a lot of you out there, maybe you've already got a Blackfoot. Let's see, compared to the Blackfoot, what this looks like here. Let me see if I can get these lined up. So you can see it's a lot thinner than the Blackfoot. That's even turned a little bit. Let's see if I can turn it. There we go. So it's thinner than the Blackfoot, obviously longer than the Blackfoot. It's made by the same, this is the MagnaCut Blackfoot. And this steel here on the Cutbank is MagnaCut steel. So stainless steel, good hardness. It's one of those super steels. It's one of the newer steels. And all of the kitchen knives are made out of this steel with a black Cerakote. So let's go over what I like about it, and then I'll go over some of the specifics about it that you may be interested in. This launches this Thursday, June 20th. So if you watch this before June 20th, get ready for June 20th to add this to your kitchen set, because you definitely will want to. If you're watching this after June 20th, you're going to have to wait till the next drop, unless there are some leftovers, which I imagine there won't be. Here's what I like about this knife. So there's a lot of different reasons to have a paring knife. One is simply, cutting up apples, doing things like that, little fruits and vegetables around the house. I know with my kids being home from school, we have a lot of those kind of snacks, whether it be cucumbers, apples, tomatoes, things like that. And this knife definitely does the trick as far as a smaller blade that is very slicey, if you want to put it that way, and does a good job of, getting the cores out, maybe the seeds out of the apple, or maybe you can, pre-slice the orange so you can peel the orange a little bit better. I've used it for cucumbers. I've used it for carrots. I've used it for all sorts of vegetables. Tomatoes, the little cherry tomatoes, if you cut those in half, my kids tend to inhale those whole, but if you cut those in half, maybe presentation-wise to make it look good for a salad or something like that, this does a great job of that. I've also used this on some chicken. You can see a little bit, maybe I could do a better job of cleaning it, but there's some of the chicken thighs that we sliced up the other day. That's why it's a little bit more shiny in some of the areas. There we go. This thing is having a hard time focusing. It wants to focus on my beard. Anyway, does a great job. Right there is that knife shape. So hand-wise, so I wear a size large mechanics, just kind of a general normal size hand. Fits very well. Those cuts fit very well, and you can get way up in there and get good maneuverability and control of that blade. Let's see here. Yep. Fits really well. That G10, they cut the G10. Now, if you see here up near the part where it meets with the blade, the handle meets with the blade, it gets a little bit more narrow. I like that, to be able to get in here and pinch like this. If you're doing any detailed work, get up in there a little bit more and be able to use the knife a little bit better with that very, very specific point that it has on there as well. And again, just holds an edge really well. It's gone through, again, chicken and tons of vegetables at this point. Really like it. Super lightweight, good small blade. It's not as big as like the Santoku, for example, this big kitchen knife. And this is their medium sized kitchen knife. But this guy, compared to this little paring knife, I mean, it just makes it look like this is a monster, the Santoku versus the paring knife. So again, if you're looking for that smaller kitchen knife tool, this is the way to go. Lightweight, very slicey. I like the blade design, and it's pretty. I mean, aesthetics is a big deal. So those are kind of my things that I've used it for up to this point. Again, I've only had it for about a week or so at this point, and I've tried to use it every single day just so I could bring you guys a good review on it before it launches on Thursday of things that I've used it for personally. Now, to pair that up, got this amazing Montana block. You can see how much this has been used, nice and scored up there. But yeah, the Montana Knife Company. This thing is hefty. I love this. This cutting board has been outstanding, and it's by Montana Block Company. Good little details here with the rubber feet, and this thing does amazing. Pair these up. It's a great gift, guys. But anyway, with that being said, this knife, again, can't say enough good things about it. Absolutely love this blade. It does an amazing job at what a paring knife is used for. So let's go over some of the specifics here, and I'm going to read off the website so I don't screw anything up here. So first and foremost, guys, this is 100% U.S. made. So if you're into supporting companies that, are U.S. companies, U.S. made companies, this Montana Knife Company is the way to go. It's also got a generational promise. So the generational promise, guys, if you break, because that is it's a delicate tip on there. So if you break the tip on this knife, if you need it sharpened, if you need it, whatever, if you're handing it off to a kid, maybe you've been using this knife a couple years from now, your kid graduates, you want to hand it off to them, get them a set, whatever it may be, this knife has a generational promise. So obviously, with it being Montana Knife Company, they're going to know it's their knife. When you send it in to them, they'll resharpen it, they'll fix it, they'll do whatever they need to do to make sure that you are taken care of, and that this knife has that generational promise going along with it. So again, generational promise, 100% US made, so you will hand it down for generations to come. So we already discussed the MagnaCut steel with the full tang. I didn't mention that, but it is a full tang configuration, which makes it just that much more durable and strong. G10 handles, we talked about that. Very nice. It's got just enough grip so you're not slipping on it, but also smooth, and looks really, really good as well. They come in 3 different colors. So you can get the black on black like my Santoku is here. So you get the black on black, the red and black, or you can get like the fillet knife here, orange and black. Okay? So black on black, orange and black for the black blade, or red with the black blade. All right. The knife weight overall is 2.57 ounces. The blade thickness, 0.105. The blade length, so here to here, is 4 1/8 of an inch. So 4 inches, 4 1/8 of an inch. G10 made in the US. Let's see here. And just so you guys know a little bit more about this, again, I'm not a knife nerd per se where I know a ton about this, but let me break it down what MagnaCut steel is, because this is, again, the steel that you want in your kitchen. It holds an edge really well, and it's also stainless steel. But here we go. So for the HRCs, on the HRC scale, MagnaCut is around 64 with a 30 toughness. So if you guys know anything about those scales, you can go into the website, scroll down on this blade here, or any of the kitchen blades, and it will break down the toughness versus edge retention compared to, for example, 4V, CPM 154, S35VN steel, S45VN, etc. So it'll explain the toughness versus the HRC, the hard Rockwell. Sorry, I'm going to screw that up, guys. The HRC, we'll just stick with that. So it's a CPM MagnaCut steel. Check it out. All the details on their website as far as the toughness, edge retention, etc. goes. So it also comes with this sheath here. Good click. I don't know if you can hear that. Let's see if I can hold it up to the mic here. There you go. So there's a good click. You can strap this up if you want to carry it. Obviously, I don't recommend carrying it. This is going to be either out camping with me or in my kitchen. That's pretty much it, guys. I mean, just the sleekness, the beautiful design that they've done on this Montana Knife Company blade, this MKC, is outstanding. I can't say enough good things about what Josh and Brandon and Andrew and the team over there are doing. They're continuing to grow thanks to support from people like yourself that are listening. And they're just continuing to launch amazing knives, bring you more and more to their lineup. Everything from this Blackfoot, this is the Blackfoot in MagnaCut, which is one of my favorite just overall go-to knives, to this Cutbank paring knife, to the Santoku, which I need to go over with you guys as well. This is a workhorse for the kitchen. I absolutely love this. I've been using this every single time that I cook any kind of meat. This is what I use to slice. I love this reverse tanto blade style, so you can even rest your hand here if you're needing to do any kind of chopping work, etc. And then the fillet knife, which I'm excited to take up to Alaska and get after some salmon and other fish with as well. Now, this is added to my kitchen set. So what I want to talk to you guys about, and I mentioned this at the beginning, I've had a couple people ask me, is it worth the price? And what makes Montana Knife Company so different from any other blade out there that you could go and buy and use in the kitchen? I was skeptical as well when it came to an expensive knife. When I first started buying the blades, because I was buying them before we were partners, and supporting the company even before we chose to partner up, it can get pricey. And so if you have a question for me as far as what blades you want to add to your collection or what blade might do the best overall for you, depending on the scenario, I'm more than happy to talk to you about that. So reach out to me, send me a message, drop a comment down below, send me an email, whatever it may be. If price is not a factor, and you're just wondering why Montana Knife Company over another knife company, well, let me tell you why. It's American made. That's first off. Now, I don't want to just like stand on that soapbox, because even the people at MKC don't stand on that soapbox. You need to understand the people behind this company truly believe in this product. They want to bring you the best product possible. So they continue to strive to be better and better. And there's not many companies out there that genuinely do that. A lot of the bigger companies will mass produce blades, and yeah, they make some cool blades. And that's the other thing too, is that Josh recognizes that, and he will even post other people's work because he recognizes that he's obviously not the only person that makes a good knife. He takes a lot of pride in it. He is definitely involved in every step of the process. He hires an amazing crew. There's a great culture there, and they're trying to genuinely teach the next generation of people how to be better businessmen, how to be better employees, how to be better people in general, and they encourage people to get into the outdoors. For all of those reasons is a great reason to support Montana Knife Company. When it comes to an expensive kitchen knife, maybe you're using something from Walmart. I've been in that situation for my entire life. And it supposedly, they stay sharp, they do this and that and the other, and everything tends to dull out eventually, guys. It's just the way that steel is. When I first got this Santoku, I was genuinely a little skeptical about the fact that it's such an expensive blade. When I put it through a tomato for the first time, and I could slice paper thin, it blew my mind. And then going from that to meat to other vegetables, and how well the knife slices, how well and easily it cleans up, and just the great functionality behind that knife, it will make your kitchen experience that much better. You'll want to chop vegetables. You'll want to slice the meat. Something that I've found as well that works really well for in introducing people to family members, friends, loved ones to game meat is cooking it to that medium rare temperature and slicing it not super thin, but thin enough to where it's not chewy, because it is a lean cut of meat. And they absolutely love it. This knife, the Santoku, and now the paring knife here, do an amazing job of that. And I can't say enough good things about these knives, these kitchen knives, and then of course, skinning animals out on the mountain, etc. Using a fixed blade knife over a replaceable blade knife, I will not go back to a replaceable blade knife. It is safer, and it just feels, I don't know how to put it into words per se, but it feels better. I enjoy the experience more using a fixed blade knife. I usually carry, if I'm backpacking or going in a little bit deeper, I have their lighter weight knives like the Speed Goat 2.0, or my favorite is the Stoned Goat for skinning out animals, getting them quartered and put on your back. But again, this Blackfoot does an amazing job for that. When you get back to the truck, when you get back to camp, having these kitchen knives that can go from the mountain to your kitchen is fantastic as well. So all of those reasons, guys, I could go continue just talking them up, but I'm telling you guys, once you get one in your hands, you're going to want another one, because they make your experience that much better. It's hard to put into words until you get your hands on them. I would also challenge you that if you're wanting to get your hands on one and you're going to Total Archery Challenge and some of these other places that Montana Knife Company sells at, such as, I want to say there's some at Black Rifle Coffee. There's also some at the RMEF store. And I'm not sure where else. I'd go look it up again online where they sell them in person. Go get your hands on one. Check one out. If you meet me, ask me to take a look at the one that I've got on me, because I guarantee you I've got one on me. So all of that being said, guys, going back to this, the Cutbank paring knife comes out this Thursday, June 20th, 2024. You definitely want to get one in your kitchen, because it does everything from meat to vegetables. It does it in an amazing way that will make sure that you enjoy your kitchen experience better. That being said, guys, thanks so much for tuning into this. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, drop them down below. Shoot me a message over on Instagram. And last but not least, if you're watching this in June, you need to get in on the $2,000 archery equipment giveaway that I'm doing. I will also have the link for that down below. Make sure you get in on that. No purchase required for that. And if you're looking for this knife, use the link. It supports the channel and will get you directly to where you need to go, to the Montana Knife Company page, so that you can check out everything that you want to know about this knife launching this week and any of their other knives. Some of them are in stock, which, by the way, the black on black kitchen set is in stock as we speak. So go check it out, guys. Support US made, support great companies, and thank you for the support that you've shown this channel. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And of course, get out, live your life, and love it.